Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Six Morning Show. I'm Tony T. We're with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, giving out live free picks for today's action. On today's show, we'll have picks for you here from the NBA, also Major League Baseball, 15-game card, a lot of day baseball on the tap list for you today. We also have picks from the NHL playoffs, WNBA with single game, and we're here with you at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, approaching that 50,000 subscriber base. As you know, we get that many people to hit that subscribe button. You know we have great content, so you want to hit that subscribe. Give us that like, that thumbs up. Helps us to build up our audience. We greatly appreciate it. First, we're going to do is just meet the cappers and get right to the picks, as we just don't mess around here on the Tony Six Morning Show. Let's say hello to Rod. Rod, what's going on?
Hey, not one of those bad days, as you can see. It was 3 and 5 days, so little losing day. Wasn't crazy because maybe we took a run line on the Oilers game, so I played 1.5 times the money, so made up for a little bit of the loss there. But other than that, baseball's been kicking my butt. So, hey, those happen. I'm trying not to get too low on getting butt whooped, because baseball, I find, it goes like this. It definitely is a streaky sport where you see the teams go on big, giant streaks. Well, guess what? So do cappers go on big, giant streaks in baseball. So I'm having one of those slumps. I'm looking for a nice little bounce out of the slump. NHL's been treating me good. Can't complain there. The playoffs have been absolutely money for me in the NHL. So we continue rolling in the NHL. NBA's been so go light on those couple sports here moving forward. And it is what it is. Let's try to bounce back and get some winners here today. Hockey's been money for me. Can't complain there.
Here we go from Rod. Let's go to Chris. Chris, what's going on?
Oh, not much. Coming off of a 4-0 day yesterday. We got all three of our baseball and got the Pacers last night. So it was a good day as far as that. Didn't get any home run props on that, but we got some good ones today. And just trying to keep this winning streak going up. Seems to be reading the board a little bit better than I was. So nice bounce back from the previous day. So we're just going to get to today's card.
Very good. Let's say hello to Solo. Solo, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Happy to be here. I think we went 3-2, something like that. Squeezed a little plus money yesterday. So back-to-back winning days, coming off a rough weekend. Definitely in that MLB, and kind of been getting my head beat in WNBA as well. But NBA, we seeing the board pretty good, firing. Nice little card today. Let's make some money.
Absolutely. I come in with a 2-2 day yesterday. Really what I made profit based on that run line coming in for the Rangers, and boy, 2-0 is that's the toughest way to get a run line home. But we got Evaldi and of course the pitching staff there for Texas getting it done. And of course, my NBA continues. I was on the Indiana Pacers side yesterday, so showing the green in the NBA here for me. So that come back, looking to bounce it back here from baseball. Of course, that I heard that Arizona game, man, that thing went crazy. Arizona's bullpen showed its ugly head. Some of the bullpens did show their ugly head yesterday, especially with the Marlins there with the Padres down 6-0.
Yankees
And Giants and the Yankees, right? The Padres coming back here, from that 6-0 deficit to cover the run line. Can you believe that? That's incredible there. All right, of course, Dodgers do what the Dodgers do against teams that can't hit. They just outscore them. It doesn't matter how hurt their bullpen is. If you can't hit, you can't hit. What's a 215 batting average? They're getting close to Seattle territory there with this Cleveland Guardians batting here at home. It's just been bad. Yeah, it is a Zach Gallen day. We'll find out about that a little bit later. So let's get to the games here, guys. Let's get it started here. NBA. We start with the Timberwolves and Thunder. Will we get our first closeout in the conference finals? We'll see. OKC is favored by 8.5 pretty much everywhere except that Chris has an 8 up there. Total coming in here at 220.5. Injury report is clean. We get to start with Rob.
Yeah, looking at this game, I like OKC here to close out the Timberwolves here at home. It's all over, but the crying. OKC does not want to have to go back to Minnesota, so take a foot off the gas. I don't think so. That's why it is at 8.5. But do you really want to lay 8.5? That's got backdoor cover written all over it somewhere. All of a sudden you're 3-3, and OKC wins by 5. So I'm going to look at the first half here in this one. OKC, what they do off of wins out on the road, coming back home in that first half. Solid is OKC. 33-12 ATS wise in that first half off of a road win this season. So I'll take OKC. I think they got at least an 8+ point lead heading into the locker room like they did in that last game. here in this one, especially at home. Wouldn't surprise me if it's a double-digit lead at the break. Give me OKC. Lay the points first half.
Yeah, from Ron, we move right on over to Chris.
Yeah, as much as I don't like it, I was hoping the Timberwolves would go a little bit farther. I think this is the end of the line here, but we look at what OKC did the first 2 games at home. Definitely covered. They were giving them 8 and 7 the first 2 games of this, and we saw what OKC did the first game, 88-114, 118-103 at home. They're just killing the Timberwolves here. So yeah, I'd take the 8.5 full game with OKC. I think they get it done tonight, close it out, and head to whoever. Probably the Pacers. I'm going to throw that out there, but who ends up with the Knicks. But yeah, we're going to go OKC 8.5. There
we go here from Chris. Move on over to Solo.
Minnesota and OKC. Minnesota put up a tough fight, but like you said, I think it ends today. I think Ant-Man and them go down firing, so I think we see some points. I think their best bet is to start fast, so I'm going to take this total over 111 in the first half.
There we go here from Solo. To hear what I think about this game here. Yeah, I just can't bypass the fact that OKC's domination at home in this, and not only in this series, but overall in the playoffs. When you look at the numbers, it's just off the chart here for this OKC at home or and away. You look at their 7 home games, average 122 points per 100 possessions, playing strong defense with a plus 24 net rating. You look at Minnesota on the road, a minus 1.5 rating on the road here, shooting just over 42%, 32% from 3. OK, 49% from the field, just over 36% from 3. And in this series, the Timberwolves on the road have averaged just 99 points per 100 possessions, a minus 21.2 net rating. The OKC's domination here on the at home here. I'll take OKC in this one. All right, continue here on the Tony's Fix the Morning Show. We'll turn our attention over to Major League Baseball. Just know this is the time of year when we do look for handicappers. So if you're interested in the handicapper position at tonysfix.com, we're looking to email support there. If you're interested, we always look during June and July because that's when your dedicated people handicap and bet. During football season, everybody and their mother wants to be a handicapper, so I don't staff during that time of the year. It's only during June and July. So go ahead and send in your support. If you'd like to live audition, we will accept live auditions. If you'd like to break down the game for us live and get critiqued, and you have the cojones to do that, hey, you'll move to the top of the chart. So click the StreamYard link and give us the game. Let us know in the chat that you want to audition, and just put your game in the chat. And then during the when we finish the block, we'll bring you on. But you got to have your camera and your mic set up. This is 2025, guys. If you can't figure that out, it's going to be hard for you to make it in this industry. So now, the days of me teaching guys how to hook up cameras are over. Having to go through the Meat Man, Chip Chirimbis, Joe D'Amico, Big Al, those days are over. You guys should know how to do this stuff on your own now. All right, so go ahead and click the link and go ahead and if you're interested, we'll do a live audition with you here on the show. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Nixon Morning Show as we continue on. And of course, you got to be able to get critique because you'll hear from Rod, you'll hear from Solo, you'll hear from Chris on the show. So make sure you come in with your lizard skin, your Teflon skin. All right, let's continue here. Let's go to baseball, and we will take a look here at the baseball card for today. 15-game card. Kobe Allard gets the start today for Cleveland, so that's a change we see already here in the for the Guardians here as they face the Dodgers, hoping to try to salvage this split. I think it's the bats that need more help than anything else there. Going through this card, trying to see if there's any changes. It is Paul Skeens' day against Gallen. That'll be an interesting one to check out. To look, Hart will get the start here for San Diego. Rain expected in Baltimore, St. Louis, Atlanta, and Philadelphia as well there. Let's see, but still no changes there. Looks like so far it's the top of the board. Eric Lauer against the Rangers. He will be the primary pitcher for Toronto. So there will be an opener for Toronto against Texas. So Lauer is not the starter, but the bulk pitcher, innings eater for the Toronto. So those are your only changes. Kobe Allard in today here for Cleveland, and Lauer moved to a bulk pitcher. So we'll get started here with the MLB, and they will be. We start off here, Twins and Rays. A lot of 110 games today. Twins and Rays. Here we see the $1.05 on both sides, total of 8. Dodgers and Guardians. Dodgers up to $1.46, total of 9. Giants and the Tigers here. We got the Tigers $1.12, total of 8. Red Sox and Brewers. We got the Brewers $1.42, total 7.5. When we end the block with White Sox and Mets, we got the Mets here $2.30, Total will be 7.5. We started off with Rod.
And looking at these in this time block here, first what I'm looking at is where we look at there. I like the Dodgers here with Kershaw on the mound. This Guardians squad against left-handed starters has not been good. Left-handed pitching altogether. What are they, 2-9 this season against left-handed starters? I'll take the Dodgers on the run line there. I think they easily cruise to the 2+ win with Kershaw on the mound. And that one, and then another one I'm looking at. I like the under there with Detroit. Job going on the mound against Roop 8. I think we easily cruise on to the under. Lower scoring ones. We've seen the Giants 9-1 to the under in their last 10. We've seen 3-1 yesterday. Detroit 7-3 to the under in their last 10. I like the under 8. Giants, Tigers.
There we go here from Rob. Move on with Chris.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. And, Dodgers run line there, you're getting plus money, and it doesn't matter who starts for the Guardians. They're going to be able to hit. I doubt it. So, yeah, just take LA to beat up on them one more time here. As far as Minnesota-Tampa Bay, did the video on that one and gave you a couple on that one. I'm going to start giving you guys a couple picks per video. But I took the under, and I took Minnesota as well in that one. I just think we see a lower scoring matchup in that one today. You've got Lopez and Rasmussen on there. So take the under, take the money line with Minnesota. You're getting minus 108, looks like. And then White Sox and Mets, same direction. We go under there. I mean, who's hitting either way there? So, yeah, take the under 8 in that game.
There we go with Chris. Move on over to Solo.
Red Sox and the Brewers. I think we got a good one. Got Bello and Peralta. I think runs a big premium. I don't really like the way these Red Sox bats are hitting right now, but I think Bayo can kind of come in here and navigate 5 to 6 strong innings versus weaker hitting Brewers lineup. I'm going to take the plus money with the Red Sox. The White Sox and the Mets, sign me up with Shane Smith in the first 5 money line with the Red Sox and sign me up full game on the plus 210. White Sox get it done early.
There we go with Solo. I'll tell you what I think about this. Yeah, I'll look Dodger run line here. We look at this Guardians team. They're now 1-9 to the run line against National League teams that average 4.5 runs per game or greater this season, losing 10 units. Give me LA here. Cleveland hitting just 215 at home. There, I would no Jacob Junis here. It's going to be Colby Allard there, as we noted here. I'll take Detroit here. They do on day games at home is win. San Francisco has not been hitting the ball at all. Detroit 11-3 in their home day games this season, winning 7.5 units. Give me Detroit in that one. Also, let's see what I've got here. Yeah, I'll look at Bello here at the Boston at this plus price. Looking at Boston against the National League hitting 282. Their bullpen performance well there. Milwaukee hitting just 220 at home in their day games. They have 24 day games. Brewers bullpen ERA 6.5. I'll take Boston at that big plus price. Yeah, I like the Twins, Tampa under the total here. Lopez and Rasmussen. Rasmussen's a really good pitcher, but Minnesota hitting just $1.68 over their past 5 games. And Lopez in his 5 road games, an ERA of 1.55. Rasmussen in his 4 day games, ERA 1.71. And against these good bullpens, the Minnesota's 12-3 to the under, facing a team with a bullpen whip of 1.35 or lower this season. So I'll take the under in that spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony X Morning Show as we continue here with Major League Baseball. And in this block, we've got Athletics Astros. Astros here, $1.26, $1.30. Total sits 8.5. Although I'm seeing some 50s and 45s in some places, a little widespread in that game. Pirates and D-backs. We got the D-backs about $1.30. Total 7.5. Marlins and Padres. Padres $1.60. Total 8.5. Cardinals and Orioles. Orioles $1.18. Total 8.5. And we close the block with Braves and Phillies. Phillies $1.43. Total sits at 8. We start with Rod.
For me in this spot, I'm looking at I'm going to take a shot here with Atlanta. I know Wheeler's been pitching and dealing, and this Philly squad at home has been absolutely lights out. But I think this is one of those spots that Atlanta can step up. Philly got the win yesterday with 2-0 in that one, low scoring one. But their bullpen can definitely give it up. I'll take Atlanta there, a little plus money in that matchup. And then another one I'm looking at is I will take the Padres on the run line here. I think they beat up on the Marlins. Sandy is not the same Sandy we've seen in recent years. Definitely not been good. And we've seen what the Marlins did yesterday. They had themselves a nice lead and blew it away. And now you're going to face a Padres team. I know the Padres bullpen's a little bit shaky, but not here in this one. I think they win by 2+. And then another one I like, it's like, hey, Povich is on the mound, taking on the Cardinals. You look at the Cardinals, they hit pretty well against left-handed hitters. So I'll take St. Louis over Baltimore. I don't know. I just love fading Baltimore, so I'll continue to do it.
All right. There we go. Now over to Chris.
Yeah, I agree with that. Definitely fade Povich all day long. You're getting plus money with St. Louis there. And, I mean, Miles Michaelis isn't terrible, but he's a lot better than Cade Povich. So, yeah, that's just a lean there. Houston and Athletics, it's a day game. So we got to go Houston there. We know what the homeless does during the day. Not well. It looks like that. Yeah, so we're going to take Houston there. And then Atlanta, Philly, if that one plays, there's a 100% chance of rain. So we got to watch that one. I'm going to go with AJ Smith-Sauber here and take the Braves on the money line here to fade Zach Wheeler. Looking at stats last night for my home run video, looks like 6 of the 9 players that are on the lineup today have all hit home runs and hit very well off of Zach Wheeler. So he does not do well against the Braves. So we're going to take them with the plus money.
All right, well, let Sean catch up with baseball, and then he'll catch the NBA at the end of the baseball block. All right, Sean, catching up here, the first 10 in baseball.
I don't want to take Kershaw, but I got to – we're streaking. We are streaking there, Dodgers. Tigers for me there with Job. Twins and Rays, I got a best bet up. Go get it. That's my only package up for today. I do like the Mets under again, even though they cost me yesterday. So the under in the Mets. Like the Brew Crew, maybe a little run line with the Brew Crew there. Again, we're laying a big number. 160. It's the Brewers laying 160. Oh my goodness! And then moving to the regular block here. Well, I want to take the Astros. But it's McCullers. I mean, the A's are what? They're like on a 1-13 one or something. You got McCullers, and he's laying 160. Is that right? I mean, what are we doing here? I know he got shelled in his first start there versus Reds, and he's been all right. I mean, he goes 4 innings, but I can't lay that kind of number with him. And the A's have been just so bad. Diamondbacks, thank you last night. Nice run line win for me there, and then all of a sudden they lose. Really, Arizona? What?
Oh, it's a bullpen.
Holy cow! I can't come back. I mean, I want to fade Skeens because they're 3-7 in the starts, but I mean, I know we know Rod loves Gallen, but I can't get involved in that. Maybe how about an over? I don't even know. Just pass. I mean, I am so annoyed by that loss last night from them. Alcantara is definitely not the same guy he's been. I mean, last year, I chalked it up to him coming back from surgery. Okay, get back in shape. But he's been brutal this year. But again, what are we doing in San Diego? 160 on the run line? 160 Hart? Who? Corey Hart? He's wearing the sunglasses at night. Who's this guy? I mean, look at this number. Pass, over maybe. And I can't. You know what? O's and Cardinals. I can't. I had the Cardinals one day. Cardinals in the over, loser. I don't play it the next day. It's Baltimore. I'm like, screw those teams. And I'm with Chris. I sort of like the Braves in this one, but we got rain. We got the rain coming. I hate the rain because if it gets delayed, then your guy goes maybe 3 innings, and then it's a bullpen game or some kind of nonsense. I don't like getting involved in that. I'll just be a pass for me there. And would you say you did the NBA as well today?
Yeah, NBA.
I like we'll over it up again. First quarter, I think it's going to be a lot of points. I said last I was like, you know what? Maybe a Thunder extended first line, like first quarter, like 10+ points have a lead by. I can see them coming out fast, but I really like the over in that game. So there's that. Sorry, I had to take a call there. I got
no worries there. All right, we'll move on over to Solo.
Let's go with Pittsburgh and Arizona. I know Pittsburgh record is rough with Skeens, but I've actually seen the last couple starts. I think he's rounding back into form. He looks really good. It looks like he's looks like the Cy Young right now. If you're really paying attention, I think he's going to mow this lineup down. I think Arizona's going to struggle. I'm going to take Pittsburgh on the money line. I'm going to take Pittsburgh first 5. I'm going to take the first 5 under.
Yeah.
Last one here. I'm going to go with the Cardinals on the money line.
There we go from Solo. Yeah, they'll give the Cy Young to pitchers on losing teams. We saw that with DeGrom, right? With the Mets back in the day. Yeah, I'm with you there. I like the Pirates in this spot. We talked about the Skeens. Look at Skeens in his road starts. ERA of 1.40. Gallen is just been pounded at home in the area over 6. And you're also dealing with the Diamondbacks bullpen. And going into the game last night, had a bullpen of 5.56 at home. They're probably closer to 6 now after yesterday's performance. Remember, Arizona's bullpen is trash. They were trash. They've been trashed for a long time. They only got hot during that World Series run between August, September, and October. They had three months of greatness, and it's been trash ever since. I mean, that's kind of what the Arizona's bullpen has been. It's crazy, yeah. They had that one run in August. They got them in September. They got them into the playoffs. And in October, they had it. Their bullpen came through during the postseason. And boom, that was it. Only 3 months of greatness for that bullpen over the past several seasons. It's been bad there. So
it's crazy about their bullpen, Tone. And like most teams, right? The bad teams always have like 2 guys they're trading away. Like every team has like a couple bullpen guys who have great seasons every year. You're like, oh, look at this guy's having a great breakout year. Arizona can't find one.
Yeah.
They can't find one guy to have a good year by accident.
Yeah. That's crazy there with Arizona. And your roof was closed. They can't blame the roof open. It's been closed for this series. They're all Pittsburgh in that spot. Yeah. Give me the over Miami and San Diego there. Miami hitting 283 against the lefties here. And Sandy's given and not taken. If you know the lyrics, then he gives and he doesn't take there. So I will take the over in that spot. Yeah, I can only look at the Cardinals here. St. Louis against an interleague 281. Michael's numbers have been better at home. And Povich in his 5 road starts in Erie in year 7. And you're dealing with the Orioles bullpen. No, thanks. We'll take St. Louis in that spot. And I see that big plus let's see that plus there with Atlanta. I want to take them in this spot, like with the rain coming in. I'll look at the dog in that rain game there. And let's see. Do we have the Mets game? No, that's where we stopped it right there. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Hicks Morning Shows. We continue here with baseball. We'll close it out with these final 5 games here. We've got the Reds and Royals. The Royals here getting hit on the chin here in this series. The Reds $1.10, total 7.5. Rockies and Cubs. The Cubs 321, 375 in some spots now. Totals 8. Blue Jays and Rangers. We've got the Rangers $1.50, total of 8. Yankees and Angels. Yankees about $1.55 on the road, total 9. And we close out with the Nasty Nats at Mariners. Mariners already $2, total of 8. We get it started here with the Rod.
Yeah, looking at these ones, I'll take the Yankees on the run line. The Angels got lucky yesterday. And I'm going to say lucky to even make that a 3-2 game. It should have closed it out there. The Yankees closer didn't pitch so well. Gave up a couple and made it a 3-2 game. I don't know. Maybe Dirty Tricks Committee was involved a little as well. Some crazy base running, one of those, here, have a meatball type of thing. But I don't think that happens there. Clark Schmidt's been dealing. So I think the Yankees come in and beat up the Angels there. I don't like Kikuchi. Ooh. You say Kikuchi and I say trash can. He's had some half-decent starts, give it to him, but he's also been roughed up. And I think the Yankees back to rough him up today. I'll take the Yankees on the run line there. And then if it's not broke, don't fix it. Give me the under in the Blue Jays in Texas. Not a lot of runs being scored there. Jays love to strand guys all over the place. Still doing it. 10-16 on the road. 7-3 to the under. Texas at home. We know I've been money the under. So give me the under 8.5 in that matchup. And then look at Seattle yesterday. Everybody, they thought that, everybody's going to think they're going to take Washington and whoop us. Nah, we're going to score 9 runs and whoop them. I think they do it again. I'll take the Seattle Bats, who have been hot, to whoop up on the Nationals. I'll take a -2.5. I think they don't even give Trevor Williams 3 innings. I think they rock him early and send them packing. Give me the Mariners in that one, -2.5.
Yeah, from Rod, and we move Rod over to Chris.
Yeah, look at that Washington, Seattle, and Seattle very well could. We could see a Julio Rodriguez first plate appearance home run again. I mean, we could see all these things here, but I still think I'm going to lean maybe under even, because I don't know if the Nationals are going to get anything up on him. On George Kirby, he's been doing really, really well. So take the under there. I'd take under in Cincinnati, Kansas City. We know Kansas City's not hitting, and you have to face Hunter Green, which is one of my guys. He's an ace. So you can take under first 5, under full game, whatever you want to do. I think he controls that and takes that. And then, Yankees run line's the only way to go on that one. I'm not going to deal with this Angels team. They got, like Rod said, they got lucky last night, but yeah, I think Yankees come back out today pretty hot and swinging it. So we'll go with them on the run line.
Here we go with Chris on over to Sean.
I want to do the Reds. I mean, they're starting to hit now, right? They're finding some offense. They have 7 runs, 6 runs,
Yeah.
6 runs, 5 runs last few games. And I like Hunter Green, so I'll probably be jumping on him here. One of my crazy offshores have the Cubs minus 300 for first 5. For minus 300, first 5. It's minus 2-1 for minus a half. Minus 2. Rangers under. Let's go. I pulled out a great never in doubt winner last night on the run line with the Rangers. Yeah, it's easy.
Easy,
they
right?
go through that easy. Yeah. Molly's pitched well. I'll take a little Tyler Molly here. Angels and the Yanks. Angels almost had it yesterday. I don't know. Maybe an over here with Kikuchi. Maybe an over with him and Smitty on the hill. And the Mariners, I mean, I love Kirby, man. He looked absolutely terrible in his first start against the Yankees. I had him that day. It was like 125. It went up to like 130. He looked a mess. I don't know, man. I had the Nats last night. I don't know. I liked them yesterday. I bet an over. How about an over here? Who knows what we're going to get out of Kirby? I need to see a little more out of him before I lay a 160, 170. So that'd be a pass on that one for me.
There we go with Sean over solo.
Colorado and Chicago, just a system play. I just feel like it's just the best bet in baseball. Let's take the Rockies plus 1.5 at the plus money. Washington and Seattle, I have to slightly disagree. I saw Kirby last start. He got roughed up. I want to say he gave up 6 hits, 5 runs, went about 3.2 innings. This Nats bats were cold yesterday. I think they find a way to shake back today. Let's take the Nats on the first 5 money line.
There we go with solo. Tell me what I think about these games. I like the under here with Reds and the Royals here. Hunter Green on the mound has been very sharp this season. Reds against lefties, so 206 against left-handed starters. But the bullpen has been very good. KC hit just 220 in their night games, but a pretty good bullpen for him here. This is a Reds team that is, when favored by 110 or higher, has gone under in 16 of 21. Against good bullpen, the Royals 13-5, the under at home, facing a team with a bullpen whip of 1.35 or lower. Like the under in that one. Also coming back with under with Rangers and Blue Jays. Why not? All the Rangers do is go under at home. 22-6 to the under at home. A team that doesn't hit. Yeah, they cover run lines, winning 2-0. That's what they do. So Toronto 14-6 to the under on the road, facing bullpens with a whip of 1.35 or lower. I like the under there. It's another under with the Rockies and Cubs because the Rockies, Cubs have to do all the scoring if we're going to get overs, and then the Rockies are on the road. They just can't score. Rockies at $1.94 hitting on the road here. Boys numbers have been better at home, and the Cubs bullpen past 6 games allowed 2 runs in 21 innings. And against winning teams on the road, Rockies 12-6 to the under. So I'll take them under in that spot. Yeah, I look at Yankees run line in this spot here. Yanks against lefties hitting 287 against left-handed starters. And a good bullpen, as we told you, the good bullpen was going to suppress the Angels scoring. That's what's happening here. Angels aren't scoring here against good bullpens, good pitching staffs. Again, remember, the Angels faced the Dodgers, who had struggles with the bullpen. They faced the Athletics and the Marlins, probably the 2 worst bullpens in baseball they faced. So now they're facing reality. They can't hit Major League pitching. That's what reality is right now. I'll look at the Nats and Washington under the 8 here. Seattle, we know, just can't hit at home, but they did get it yesterday. But I have a little bit more confidence here in Kirby to get it together against this Nats bats here that hit 220 in on the road. But the bullpen has showed a little improvement here. Nats against a bullpen whip of 1.35 or lower this season, 10-2 to the under. So I'll look at the under in that one. All right, Junis is not going to start. It's going to be Kobe Allard. Maybe Junis will be a bulk innings reliever. Allard was a late switch there in that one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Fix the Morning Show. Just a reminder, guys, this is the time of the year that we are looking for cappers. People, I only look for them in June, July, because in August, September, football season, everybody and their mother wants to be a capper. I only want to talk to people that are handicapper and better in June and July. So if you want to cap, you can send us an email to support@tonyspace.com. I know we have a couple guys that said they want to come on. we are taking live auditions now that Sean came back. You're going to get critiqued by us. If you want live auditions to have for a handicap, you'll move right to the top of the line, because if you got the cojones to try out in front of us, then you move right to the top of the line. Because courage it takes a lot of courage to get on camera. 1, you know how to hook up your camera. 2, you know how to talk. And 3, you have the confidence. So you move right to the top of the line. I've had too many people tell me, yeah, I can do videos, I can do this. And what happens? Life gets in the way, or I'm too busy. Oh, by the way, I got a policy that too busy is a firing offense in this world. Okay, so if you give me the too busy, you're gone. Sorry to say that, but you got to be super dedicated, and you need to put your face and you need to put your picture up there. They need to see and hear you. So if you've got the confidence and you're in, listen, I'll call if you tell me I'm going to do things, you don't do it. You tell me I got a job, I got this. Well, that's a firing offense. So just want to throw that out there, okay? Because that's how it is in this business. It takes 100% dedication. People put serious money in this behind your pick. So I need the most dedicated people, and everybody on my site has to be on camera. Yeah, and I'm speaking of the guys that do anything, because guess what? Some of these guys might be replacing you out there. That's just time. Giving you guys time to get your ass on camera. I told you, and you know that because I sent out my handicapper. I knew guy Fred Ward, who I sent in the report. It says that at some point, if you don't go on camera and people see you, you'll be asked to leave. That's just it is. I think you need to be transparent in this world. I had an experienced capper who go nameless came to me the other day from another side and said, you know, Tony, my name doesn't mean squat anymore. Doesn't mean squat. I go, what do you mean? I've never done any videos. I've done none of cameras. I have not done any videos. No, my sales have gone to crap. I said, I've got to get on. I got to figure this how to do video. I said, yeah, dude. if you think you're just covering name and don't do anything with online, you're not going to do anything. People want to see you. And also, there's this stuff going on out there that there could be some people who are site owners who are not online or running their business. They have just fake accounts that they run. The fake accounts have been going on for 30 years in this industry. I don't want to go out there and name. Some sites aren't even out there anymore, but I know there's been a lot of fake accounts out there. But anyway, it does take a lot of dedication. That's why I only staff during June, July, because I got guys. Well, I don't really do baseball. Well, I don't really want you. That takes care of that when you're in August. When you're doing your August and you do your hiring in August and September, you get a lot of people that just want to do it for football. And
I told you, Tony, after the Super Bowl, I said, "Here's your chance. Come in and talk Super Bowl trash. Eagle fans, Chiefs fans." Yeah, I had one person show up, and he wouldn't even get on camera.
Yeah, that's it.
It's all easy. Big we're gonna chirp in the comments, this and that. I could do this, I could do that, da. But here you go. Here's your chance. Come in. Here's your chance.
We got the link.
You think you're a pro? You can do it. It's easy, right? Go. You start a Discord after a 7-2 run. You're great.
You'll need some tough skin now.
Yeah.
You guys, up against you guys gonna have to go up against Sean. Good luck, especially when he fades you.
That's right. And you got to get critiqued in front of us too. That takes a lot of cojones. That's
and it's like, listen, we screw around in here, right? Come on. I do the Scooby Doo for Rod. I go against Chris's homerism sometimes. Solo, I'm teasing about the Lakers and Dodgers. That's all. It's a fun game. We're having a good time here. But it's serious business, bro. People, I mean, forget about you bet on it. Then all of a sudden you get people buying your things. And then, I don't know. When I first started doing it, it's like, wow, somebody's actually putting money on this. I hope it wins. And then you have a bad run. Then you go 4-17. And besides the fact that you're hurting because you're like, oh, man, I'm losing all these games. Then you get the hate mail comes in. Oh, my goodness, I lost everything. Man, good luck. It ain't just coming in and laughing and all right, I got a winner, I got a loser. No, man. Here they come. Here come all the peanut gallery for you.
Anybody that says that they just continue to win, man, you got to take the wins, you got to take the losses. You got to have
when you're documented. It's different. It's different. Me, man, would say that's different when they're documented, right? Yeah, how much different now that you're documented.
That's right. No, do you know Gloria K? Gloria K gave me the potato head name like 4 years ago. She's like, hey, it's potato head. No, don't call me potato head. Yes.
Oh wow.
I'm giant potato head. I'm proud of my potato head.
Like the name.
Nice and round. That's like I shave my head. It's not all knotted up.
I'm trying to wonder what the over under is. How many people will come and actually live audition in front of us? I still because I'll be doing this throughout the summer.
I'll give it.
We're at 2.5. Was it 2.5? 2.5.
I think you're gonna get a couple.
You get a couple, right? because I'm going to do this all summer because I'm going to stop hiring by July 31st because I don't want to hire anybody during football season. I've learned my lessons already. So there you go. So all right, we'll put over under at 2.5 there. I'm going under. Any overs?
I'm gonna go over.
I'm gonna go over.
Listen, we hold on a second. We already know that
Everybody thinks they can do it. I'm gonna go over.
Fred might do it, right? We already had Fred's.
Yeah, Fred might do it. We also had somebody on the chat today said they wanted to do it too. So
we're at. I mean, if we're adding Fred, it might be an over because that's already one. So we already sort of got one person involved. I might have to go over that 2.5 because we already have a 1 in there already. So now you're going to tell me we need like another person.
So then we should bump it up. It should be like 3 then.
But like I said, well,
we got 1 coming. So
yeah, but you gotta be good.
We got Fred Ward here. He did email me yesterday. I did send him the packet. So now
Fred.
But here's the question. Now it's like, can you got to the pool, you got to the beach, you got to the ocean, and now you're putting your feet in the water, and is it too cold? We don't know, right? We don't know. That's how many people
jump in the ocean?
Beach? How many people go to the beach? I want to go to the beach. I want to get in the water, right? And at the end of the day, all they're doing is just sun tanning, right? So let's see if they're just sun tanning or are they actually going to go in the water. That's what we're going to see. Because I've had a lot of this before. They email me and then I'm not Fred. I'm just going based on prep. It's energy. That's exactly right. It's not for everybody, but we're throwing it out there because I do get a lot of people to email me. But I think the best way to handle this is give them a live audition because that saves my time of having to go back and forth. Yeah, I want to come on. Yeah, I want to come on. And then what they try to do is they just try to come on and they'll just try to do pictures and give me excuses why they can't do videos. I've had that so many times. So now I've just taken the position, well, now when I hire them or now going forward is that, well, being too busy is a firing offense. So that takes care of that. Because, so there we go. There we go. Because a bunch of starfishes. Exactly. No doubt. I'm jumping in. All right. Are you going to come in? Okay. We're going to do the NBA. And then once we finish, actually, we got NHL and WNBA. So once we finish those two, Fred, we'll take you in for a live audition on the game. Tell us what game you want. Well, we'll roll on with it. All right. Let's continue here on the Toys Morning Show. So we may get our first live audition here.
Oh, you're on the spot with it.
Yeah, on the spot. Ready to roll. I don't need time. I don't need to get no makeup.
Yeah, come on in. The water's fine. Come on
there we
in.
Go. All right,
we gotta start somewhere. I think we can do it. And listen, we're not gonna make fun. I might tease you a little bit if you're sitting in your room and there's a bunch of pile of clothes behind you and you got like a freaking broken. If you got some broken blind. I'm going to make fun of your ass. That's for sure.
We're going to give you time to figure out the
window shade for sure.
Yeah, we'll give you figure out time. So with that stream, blur your background. I will definitely recommend that. All right, here we go. Panthers and Hurricanes. Will this be the elimination? We'll see. Panthers on the road, $1.24 total, 5.5 over to Rod.
Yeah, and you look at this matchup. Hey, they ended their losing streak. So Carolina feeling good about themselves going back home. For me, I'm going to take the under here. I think we see the exact same type of game we just seen. Low scoring. Carolina figure out how to smother the Panthers and keep them to the outside. Keep them and then block shots. All in. They just block shots left, right, center, and they sacrificed whatever they needed to do to block the shots to get the win. So I think they do the same thing here. And at 6. Where I see at 5.5, where I see it, it's juice to the 5.5. So I think that 5 is going to be coming very soon. So give me the under 5.5 there in that one. And who wins it? As somebody asked, it's anybody's game. I got a premium on it, so I'll let you know who wins it there over there at Tony's Picks. Head on over, scoop it up. I'll give you the winner there and who's winning it tonight. Whether it's a closeout or we do see Game 6 in that series.
There you go with Rod. Anything on the ice tonight, Sean?
I like Florida to wrap it up. I said that yesterday because Rod was like, "Oh no, it's going back. Carolina steal one." I'm like, "Well, don't tell me that because I just hit them in the money line and puck line to get it done here." So there's that. Apparently, I got 2 losers. Thanks, Rod. Appreciate it. Your new beard looks great, by the way. There you
go. Thanks, Sean. I told you that in the back, front here. Now you told everybody.
No, I know.
I might play, everybody. Sean just gave it to you. So Carolina's going to win and take it and force Game 6. Thanks, Sean. Good job, buddy.
I thought that was not on the air yesterday.
No, that wasn't on the air yesterday.
Oh,
Oh boy!
I'm
All
sorry.
right, let's continue on here on the Toys Morning Show.
I thought that was on when we were talking yesterday.
No,
Oh my
no,
God.
it wasn't. It was in the back when we were talking yesterday. And then you just go and give it away. Just give it away. Good job.
We can blur that out. We can edit that after the next show.
It's live. What do you mean we can edit it? It's live. Yeah, we'll just blur it out.
We can blur it out. Write it down for 38-minute mark. Let's go. We can delete that out. There's an editor button.
There you go.
Whatever.
In the penalty box.
Yeah, put John in the penalty
Box, right?
You feel
Oh my
safe.
God.
It's all good, everybody.
Sorry.
Big Carolina. Everybody and his mama's humping on the Florida here. Even Sean's on Florida. He's like, yeah, it's all over. No, it's not. Carolina got the win. And what happens when you end winning streaks or losing streaks like that? Winning streaks start to happen. Everybody's mama is on Florida. Take Carolina.
There we go with Rod. All right. Like we talked about yesterday, teams have come back from 3-0 in hockey. It happens in hockey. It's happened four times.
Those vicious Panthers? Where were they yesterday? Where were they last game? They're not vicious. See, everybody, it's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. No, it's not over. Carolina's going to win this game.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
All right. There we go. Apologies for Sean.
Oops. Yeah, I whatever. Oopsie. No worries.
Let's get to the W, guys. Fever and Mystics here. We got the Fever without the Caitlin Clarks favored on the road here. 3.5, 4, total 162.5, 163.5 up there, even 164. It's all over the place here. We start here with Rod.
And for me in this one, I'm going to take the over. I think we see plenty of offense from these two squads. This Pacer, the Fever, that's all they do is run and gun. Both of these teams don't play really good defense. They got some great offenses, though, so that's what we see shine. Up and down the court they go. Give us the over in Indiana tonight.
There you go.
With the Fever, job done. They've stepped up in plenty of games, so team to the Fever. Also take the over in that one.
There we go with the Rod on over to Sean. I'm sorry, over to Chris.
Yeah, I'll jump in here. Like I said, still nothing premium on this. But yeah, I agree with the over. You look at Washington doing at home 1-0 to the over, 2-0 against the Eastern Conference. So, excuse me. Yeah, I'll agree with Rod on that. We'll take the over. Washington's not playing much defense there versus at home at all. So I think they give up enough points here. We'll get up and over that total.
There we go with Chris. Sean, anything in the W today?
No.
W today. All right, on over to Solo.
Indiana and Washington, like Tony attested to, Caitlin Clark is out in this one, but Indiana does have nice depth. I think they'll still be able to push the ball and push the pace, score some points here. With that being said, I'm on the Mystics team total over 79.5, and I'm going to throw in Kiki Arifin over 12.5 points.
There we go here from Solo. All right, we got you through here. The WNBA now. It's time for our Parlay Purple segment. Again, we'll link for auditions for new capper Steve Miller. Send us an email if you want all the details and stuff. I'm not going to bore people with the details of all the cappers to what we do, responsibilities, but you can email us here at support@tonysnews.com. We'll give you a handicapper package so you can read it over, see if it's for you. Goodness, I got to figure out how do I look at this. How do I get back to the chat here? Comments, start. Okay, yeah, hit us an email if you want all the details about becoming a handicapper. Here, we're just doing a lot of auditions here on the show. We do have people that have applied, but we're still waiting for Fred Ward to come in, and the other cat, we have another cat wanting to do it as well. So we're getting towards the end of the show, so let's get you guys on camera here. All right, let's continue here. It's time for our Parlay Purple segment where our cappers can give out a parlay, team player prop, game of the future. They make the call in this segment, and we start with Rod.
We'll go to the MLB. We're going to take the Dodgers. We're going to take the Braves, and we're going to throw the Yankees in there. Little three-teamer for you today.
There from Rod. We'll move on over to Chris.
We'll go Braves money line, St. Louis money line, Dodgers run line, and we're going to run it back today with the James Wood home run. Look at everything in here. George Kirby throws a sinker 33% of the time, and that's what James Wood loves to homer off of. So if he gets a sinker today, James Wood's going to take him yards, so take it for a home run.
There we go from Chris. Move on over to Sean.
All right, we're going Reds minus 115, Texas under 8.5. And then I'm going over the Nats, Seattle 8 here again. Yesterday, I took the donut yesterday. 34 and 35. We were at $0. So we're back at 0. We were up as much as 320, and now after a 1-7 run, we are even. So I got some work to do here on the end of show picks. That's what we're gonna do. There you go. You can do better. Come on in. There's a link in the thing, so come on and give your 3 picks out, people. Let's go.
Yep, live auditions throughout the summer, guys. And we'll be doing this. I'll be putting the link up there, and you guys come on in and give us a live audition. On over.
I'll do Ruby props at the 5 o'clock show, Justin, for the drive by.
Happy hour. You're gonna get Brad even more pissed and get it right. Get the show right. So it's the happy hour.
I thought
yeah, Rod's show.
We're on the happy hour.
Now you got to show them.
Drive-bys.
Now you got to.
Nobody's getting shot here.
Listen,
somebody's going to get shot in the drive-by. Better duck while you're barbecuing today.
Oh my goodness!
I am just.
Oh my goodness!
Rod, since that happened before the hockey, I'm totally like just flabbergasted. I didn't even have anything written down for the end of the show. I totally.
I know. I'm sorry. I know. You're good. Don't worry. We're good, buddy. High five.
He gave you that virtual high five with that smirk in his face. All right, let's go on over to Solo.
Where we at? Timberwolves and OKC. We're gonna go first half over 110. We're gonna go with the Twins on the money line, and we're gonna go with the Cardinals on the money line.
All right, I'll tell you what I like here. I like the Dodgers here. On the parlay, do Dodgers straight here with White Sox, Mets under, and I'll do Toronto and Texas under the total. All right, we got you through here our parlay peripheral segment. So now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. It's last call if you want an audition, because once we get through the what we got for sale, we close out the show. So last call on auditions. We'll see what we just gave you our best bets, but if you're looking for, we did get one here. We got one. We do have one. Charles, okay, we'll bring you in right now, Charles. You ready to roll? Give us a thumbs up if you're ready to roll. You ready to go? Yeah. All right, let's bring him in. Charles Shepard, welcome to Tony'sPicks.com. You're coming in here live. You're our first live audition on our Tony's Picks live show. And you got Sean, we got Chris, we got Rod, then we got Solo. You're in front of our crew here. So give us your live audition. First off, welcome to the show.
Good morning. First of all, I just want to say thank you for the opportunity. I feel like nobody else will get on, so I figure I'll go for it. So why not? My play today will be the Mets under 7.5, and it's kind of simple for this situation. When you look at Shane Smith, we know that he has a nice ERA away games at a 2.10. And then when we compare him to a Griffin Canning, knowing that he is going to have a ground ball pitcher and knowing that he has a 2.212 against the White Sox in his past appearances, I think this is a great opportunity to go with the under here. So I'm going to go with the Mets versus White Sox under 7.5 as my play today.
I agree. Very good. Rod, what do you think?
That was good. Great
presentation.
Great job. Yeah.
Great job.
I've seen some.
Yeah.
That was a great job. Like that, 8.5 out of 10, because a couple pointers that we can give you. But it was good. It was great.
Listen, free pick should be just like that. About a minute or so, because you're gonna have a couple games to do. So that's perfect. Good job. And I like the under too as well, but they screwed me yesterday, the Mets under. But I'm with John Canning. He's been good at home. He's been good. I mean, he's got like a sub-2 batting average against it home. No, so I like it. Yeah. And again, when you do the free picks, they should be kind of short. You don't want to just keep lathering it on. Leave that to me. I'll go in and screw up everything for you. Don't worry about it.
All right, Charles. Anyone else? Anyone else on the crew?
I like the pick. I like the confidence. Definitely something to build on. I like what we got going here.
Absolutely. You're off to a great start.
First cat right in the chat. Come on, man. He's right to the top of the board.
Right to the top of the board. So get us an email over to support@Tony'sPicks.com, and we just started on the path to become a capper if you're interested here. Some folks will just want to give a pick. That's fine too. But if you want to move to the next step, just send us an email to support@Tony'sPicks.com, and we'll get you. You're moving right to the top of the line here.
Will do. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Charles. All right, Charles Shepard here on the Tony Picks Morning Show. We got auditions. See, we like this part. It doesn't say we don't bite. We don't bite. Sean doesn't bite either. It was nice. Unless pretty nice guy.
Listen, you
That
come
guy
in with a
sounded way
free
better
pick,
than
you
me in the
do a
morning.
free pick.
Jesus. I gotta step my game up. That guy sounded, he was smooth as butter right
Mhm.
there, man. Like I've been on here forever.
Watch out. They be coming.
Crystal, remember, he had his game picked out. It was one game.
Nice.
You know, he had a little bit to say about it. Now we got to multiply that over. Maybe he's got to have maybe go through maybe 5 games. If you can say, again, I run through them all because I look at them all. Other people,
Yeah, but he's not scared.
That's the key.
No,
He's not scared. The
He came right
confidence,
on.
and he's good on camera. And he hooked has all his equipment going
I
for
was
him.
saying from the point that Chris was like, "Oh, he's nice and smooth." I said, "Well, he just had one thing, so he was good." You know, I was saying he's got to add to that, which is again, we told him come on, give one play out, but he's right. He came right on. Wasn't nervous. Wasn't sorry. No, good. Great job. Great job.
Great job, Charles.
Good job,
There,
Charles.
so we'll get you right to the top. You're right to the top.
Hopefully we
Right
get
to
some
the
more
top.
tomorrow. We can do something here. Let's get some more tomorrow.
Let's get some more tomorrow, guys. You know the thing. We're going to do this throughout the summer. I only hire June, July, guys. That's it. I told you. I've learned from not to hire during football season. That is the worst time to hire new cappers. The absolute worst. All right. We got you through our segment here now. It's time to see what we have for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. And, of course, we got lots going on over there, documented cappers with the premium plays for sale. So you just got our free picks. Now it's time to get on board with our best bets over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can see all of our leaderboards up here. You can see a top leaderboard. We got Rod right now. Rod's sitting at 5,159 units of profit. Rod, what you got for sale at Tony's Picks?
And for me over at Tony's Picks, I have my NHL one-timer play of the day over at Tony's Picks. And as we're speaking right now, within about 20 seconds, I'll have my MLB play of the day up there as well. 2 plays going light for me today. Maybe if I find one later by the happy hour show, I'll have 3 plays. But no, light day after a rough weekend and rough start to the week. So for me, it's NHL's and money. So that's there. My MLB play up. I was just punching it out. So it would have been 20 seconds and it'll be up there for you as well. 2 plays. Better way to go, though, is to jump aboard that week pass. Hey, buy low, sell high. They say it's I've been cold. Time to come out of that cold spell with a nice little heater, as I always do. So definitely jump aboard long term. Buy low, sell high. Take advantage 2-for-1 capper promotional. Can't go wrong with that here at Tony's Picks. That way you're aboard long term. So that way, if I do put in that play late, 10 minutes to 2 hours before tip off or puck drop or first pitch, hey, you get that email to you when you're aboard long term here at Tony's Picks. So jump aboard.
There you go. Get on board, Rod. Over at Tony's Picks, these guys timer up there. Remember, all our one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit or amount purchase will be credit back to your account for side credits. That's profit guaranteed. And of course, you can see long-term subscriptions the way to go. Include late steam plays as well. So get on board with Rod over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, we'll take a look and see what's up. We got rolling on the side here with Chris has for sale over at Tony's Picks. Chris put together strong NBA over the past 30 days. Big day yesterday for Chris. What you got for sale, Chris?
Got you his 3-pack in baseball, best bet 2 premiums today. And then I've got you a best bet in the Western Conference Finals tonight. It is a total, but we've hit, we're 6-1 last 7 days in NBA. We're looking to keep that going forward here. Nice bounce back day yesterday, 3-0 in baseball. So scoop that up, throw 3-pack there. My best bet's in that, so don't buy both. Just buy the 3-pack there, get you everything for one price. And then my season passes out there, get you every pick I put in for the baseball season. Going to run you all the way through the World Series. For that one price. And then 2-for-1 capper, 2 people putting money in your pocket, as I always tell you guys, makes a lot of sense. So do that. A lot of people on the leaderboard hook up with somebody else, and let's both get you paid. And then don't forget that promo code Tony T checkout, save you 15%.
Yeah, good. Yeah, boy, Chris over at Tony'sPicks.com. Multi-packs up there from Chris, as well as the long-term subscriptions, also a season pass in baseball. So get on board with Chris over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, let's take a look, see what's rolling here on the site. See what Sean's got for sale over at Tony's Picks. Sean Higgs put together pretty good 2025 2094 units of profit. Chris, Sean, what's for sale?
MLB, I got a best bet in early action here. Again, the rough week. Again, you saw the free picks kind of go down, and sometimes I use some of these as my premium. Some tough losses lately the last 3 or 4 days. Got to get back on track, but that's baseball, Susan. We got to move on. There you go. You see the record for the month. All right for baseball, but best bet, I really like a game. I rarely roll out baseball bets because I'm such a volume guy, and I kind of want to keep it the same and not put all the eggs in one basket, so to speak. But I really like this game a lot today. And there you go. Go get it.
Yeah, boy, with Sean over at TonySmith.com puts up a single package up there. But again, get the long-term pass because Sean has a lot more volume up on the site. So that's why you want to get the long-term subscriptions because some of those picks are for the long-term subscribers. As you can see, a 3, 7, or 30 All Sports Pass with Chris, with Sean, I should say, Sean Higgs there with the all long-term subscription and use the promo code TonyT at checkout and you'll save that 15% off up to your All Sports Pass, MLB Season Pass. So long-term subscription is the way to go. As you can see, Sean's a volume guy there. So get on board with Sean Higgs at Tony's Picks. All right,
we got to get Bambler on here. Bambler would be perfect. NFL football totally rigged, and he's on 11-2 run in NBA, so he's ready to go. He's ready to be a pro.
Absolutely. Easy money. There we go. I'll be on tomorrow. Okay, Life with Kane will be on tomorrow. So we're looking for Life with Kane on tomorrow here with the live auditions, guys. If you want to audition for a capper position, you can either send an email to our support at TonySmith.com or live audition on the site. We like that better. So that moves you to the top of the line. All right. We'll see what Solo's got going on over at Tony'sPicks.com here for today's action. Solo, what you got for sale?
I got a best bet in NBA. I got a best bet MLB. For the top of the hour, I should be adding a 3-pack in MLB. Probably going to stay away from the WNBA game, but I did give you my best play in that. Baseball's been kind of rough, but definitely heating up in NBA. So, sign with me short-term, long-term. Pay me one of you, pay me with your favorite capper, pay me with the hottest capper. Either way, we're going to get to the bank. Don't parlay. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Get on board here with the over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can see the multi-packages available up there. Best bet on the board as well. Of course, long-term subscriptions up there. Remember, all of our long-term subscriptions include late steam plays. Our plays are in the system by 11 a.m. Eastern time, and then our cappers handicap throughout the day and night. And what they're looking for those late steam plays for the long-term subscribers. So those plays input in the system between 10 minutes and 2 hours of our game time are emailed right to your inbox using the email you use when you signed up at Tony'sPicks.com. So get on board with Solo, one day or long term, and get signed up.
So Tony, that 30-day, that's basically all the playoffs, right? That's pretty much all NBA playoffs.
We'll be done. We'll be done by the playoffs by the end of by June 20th or 23rd, I think is the last day. Yeah, that includes all
down the stretch here.
Down the stretch, NBA Finals not too far away. We're getting down to the back, and we got some elimination games come up now. I think every game now in the Western and Eastern Conference Finals will be an elimination game moving forward now in the NBA playoffs. So we'll see how it rolls here today. Today's an elimination game. Tomorrow's an elimination game. So we'll see. So we're getting near the start. There's a lot of volume here with baseball, the W up there as well. Of course, guys. So with you here on the Tony X Morning Show, Monday through Friday here at 9 every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time here on the Tony X Morning Show. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, and set those notifications. Be live with us to get the plays. But if you can't be live with us and you want to watch this replay, very simple. Head to our YouTube channel, type in Tony's Picks, and you can find our archive of our live show there on our YouTube page. And of course, there you can please click the live tab and you'll watch the replay of our show. We do have a members feature here. If you'd like to support us, you get early access to my videos. Hit the join button. Happy hour Monday through Friday here at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Rod hosts, and you can see Rod and Ramon in there. Sometimes we'll see Ben with some of the other cats. Bo's supposed to show up. I hope Bo shows up there. We're expecting to see him here this week on the show. And, of course, maybe one of you, as one of the New York Cappers, will be featured on some of our live shows as well. So happy hour there. Rod will tell you more about that a little bit. Just want to let you guys know that we do have a video tab here for more content. Go a little deeper dives into some of these plays. Al's looking for those dogs. We got Chris with his content up there. KBO from Ron Crawford, I should say. Ron Hahn, we're waiting for your video. Also, spreadsheet play of the day from Ron Crawford. The Ramon here, WNBA. Rod with a deep dive on WNBA as well. NHL in there with a deep dive. There, I go deeper dives with baseball as well as NBA. So check us out. Also covering the shorts for us is Bo in there with the shorts, and Brian Biller coming in with a short as well. So lots of contributions here on our YouTube channel. You want to definitely subscribe to our channel. We got it rocking and rolling. And with all the new cappers we're bringing in, you'll get some more content from them as they join Tony'sPicks.com as we do our hiring during June and July. All right, guys, let the cappers talk a little bit more about their content. Of course, Rod, you've got the happy hour coming up and a lot more.
Yeah, definitely check out the content we got going. We got some hockey. We got some WNBA. I'll even throw some CFL once it starts to roll on, which is not too far down the road. We'll see some Canadian football and wets the whistle for some football If you're getting that itch for some football, I'll throw some CFL up there. It holds you over so you can get some football action in before the NFL. So I like the Canadian football, pretty good, fast, usually high scoring games, definitely some excitement. So I'll get you some winners there as well. So be on the lookout for that coming as well, and definitely tune into the happy hour, 5 p.m. Eastern. We'll find some more winners there as well. Definitely tune in. Love doing that show in the afternoon. Great time had by all that come and join us. So definitely tune in.
Yep, for some of our new cappers, an afternoon show you can join as well. There we'll see Chris, you got great content as well up on the YouTube.
Yeah, guys, got you the video in the Minnesota-Tampa Bay game. Go check that out. A little deeper dive as to why we took the under and why we took Minnesota. Then I got you 4 home run props today. 2 of those we'll be looking. I might have to update those in the comments because of that rain in Atlanta-Philly game. But I'm probably going to do a little bit more in depth on that. I've been getting a lot of criticism on just throwing out who has previous home runs against people. So I've got a new system, like I said earlier with James Wood and talking about the sinker and percentages and batters. So I'm going to up that content a lot on the home run. I've been getting a lot of criticism here lately with my picks on that and people not really liking them too much. So we're going to give you a deeper dive as to why I took each one of those batters versus the pitchers. And home runs are, they're a long shot, but when they hit, they're great. And I try to give you guys the best value and best content on that. So we're just going to up that a little bit for you guys and keep putting out the good content.
Good. Chris there. And of course, Sean, we have here in the mornings.
Yeah. Morning, about coming after with some ribby stuff like today. I don't know, folks. Chris, like, it's a home run prop. What kind? How much in depth did you get? You roll your props based on how players are performing versus the team for strikeouts, hitter versus a pitcher. So ignore that crap. How much more in depth are you going to get on a home run thing?
It wasn't Chris on top of the board last night. He on doing this about a home run prop. Chris, don't do that.
I'm not stressing.
Just continue doing what you're doing. Don't change anything up. Hey, you're on fire. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're on fire.
Yes.
Keep doing
I'm gonna give you a little bit more information.
Don't listen to this guy down here. He's trying to throw you under the bus.
Yeah. No, really. I mean, like,
John must be hungover today. As the comments stated. What's going on today? Chris has been on fire. Why are you telling me he's doing awful? Don't do that. What?
People are going to talk. That's another thing for the new cappers to come in here. Understand that you do have to have that thick skin. It took a lot for me to get on here. I am still I'm not confident, but it takes a minute to get on here with these guys, man. These guys are some of the best in the business, and I'm a part of it and blessed to be a part of it and everything with these guys, and I do well most days. But man, it takes a lot to crank that camera up and talk. And I can tell you there's about 57 takes on the home run thing, and then I'll finally get a good one that I like. But as far as that goes, I just mean I found a new system that I think will explain a little bit better than just saying, he had a home run against him before, like this, that, and the other. So I'll give you guys some better content than that. It's not so much that, but I do get a lot of criticism, but you're going to get that when you're out here. You put yourself out here, you're open to that. So you got to take it, but all it does is push me to either fade people or just keep pushing forward. So to the new cappers, get ready. It's for real. This is the real deal.
Absolutely. No doubt about that. Of course, Solo, we got you here on the mornings. You pop in sometimes here on some of the afternoon shows, and we see on that 3-2 zone here in WNBA.
Yeah, I'm tapping into the 2-3 zone. I try to tap in once or twice a week with the happy hour. Definitely more of a morning guy. But, the tapping what Chris say. Chris, I actually don't even read the comments, Chris. I got really tough skin. I'm an old cornerback. I just let it roll off, man. I keep on firing. So that's probably why I'm just so even kill. But I like how you gave them guys some confidence, man. That's the way to do it, man. But, hey, don't parlay and let's make some money. Let's get to it.
Make some money indeed. All right. There, guys, that will do it for the show today. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications. Back again tomorrow. And, of course, if you'd like to audition for a capper position, we'll be back on. It'll be a different link. That's what I love about StreamYard. They change up the link. So it'll be a different link tomorrow. But if you're interested in being a capper, support at TonySwiss.com. We are in hiring season during June, July. So don't come to me in August, September because everyone does. And those guys are quickly the qualified people. You want them in June, July. You want them handicapping baseball because those are the most dedicated folks that from based on my experience. Right, Rod?
Definitely. Yeah, 100%. I agree with you there, Tony.
That's right. All right. Then this gives you some time to get settled in. So when football's here, you're ready to roll. You'll be coming in running.
That's when football starts. It just comes hot and heavy. It's boom, boom, boom. And all the sports come back, and then next, you're trying to cover 6 game sports going. Well, at least I do. I covered the NFL. We'll still have MLB rolling. And then next, October, it's hockey comes rolling back in. College basketball comes rolling back in. And then NBA rolls back in. College basketball, I love it. It's enjoy the little bit of a break on the less sports, but hey, WNBA, CFL, lots of MLB to tie me over through the start of college sports coming back. I love it. So sports hot and heavy all year long. It doesn't even matter what time of year it is. We still got lots. It just gets more busier once September rolls around.
Yeah, we're getting emails and videos, calls coming in. We'll get back to you guys. I'm still on the show. It's hard for me to get back to you when he's on the show, but we are getting interest here, and it will only get bigger as we move on.
Over 10 and a half emails is loading up there. I think what's the number we were discussing yesterday was 10 and a half, I think.
And we haven't even got the replay viewers yet, which are probably 8 or 10 times more there. So once we get the replay views, and look out. But like I said, we're going to do the auditions. We'll get you to the top of the first. The auditions will get you right to the top of the line. We begin because we know you got the confidence to go in front of us, and you know how to hook up a camera, and you know how to talk into a mic. we got that covered. All right, there. That's going to do it here for the Towing S'mores Show. We're going to come back tomorrow with another show and more auditions. We hope. Anybody anything to say before we close it out?
Shout out
Don't
to Charles,
parlay.
'cause, that took some cojones to come out here doing what you did, and you did it good. So shout out to Charles. Great job, buddy.
Great job, Charles. Again, appreciate you. And looking forward to tomorrow with our man here. I think it was, I got to get his name right. Was it Kiwi? Life with Kane. All right. We'll see you tomorrow. Life on Kane
or something. Yeah.
Life with Kane. Yeah. We'll hopefully see you tomorrow here with your live audition. All right. That's going to do it, guys. We'll wake up. Bye, guys. Make it a winning day. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony S'mores Show.